time for Cooking with Candy. So, Jessica, Jess Blaze, asked me to do a blackened salmon, a blackened fish, or a blackened chicken. So, I had salmon. Again, I'm only cooking what I have because I'm not going out to do extra. So, I will go through the steps of how to do a blackened salmon. I'm going to do a BowTie pasta with some vegetables and a cream sauce as the side for the salmon. And I will start with the instructions to how to blacken it. So to blacken it is really just seasonings. Like you need oregano. So I like this basil and oregano blend because it has basil and oregano. I have a seasoned pepper because I need some type of season. I'm going to do a little paprika and a little thyme. I have my water boiling for my pasta. I don't need much. It's just me and Ty. I got my oven ready to put the salmon in once I blacken it or season it. And I'm about to mix my dry ingredients in this bowl. So once I mix them, I'll come back and tell everybody what all I mixed in there, okay? So I mixed, this is a real small bowl. It looks big, but it's not. I have oregano, thyme, some rosemary, white pepper, black pepper, actually a seasoned black pepper, a little garlic, okay? That's this spice blend. I'm about to oil these up with some olive oil, and then I'm going to put some butter in this frying pan, and I am going to season these after I oil them and put them the top side down in the frying pan and just let them fry until they are blackened. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so I took my dry herb seasoning spices and I rubbed them in to the salmon. And it's important to rub it in because you want it to attach to the meat. So I massaged it in, and remember I slightly oiled the salmon with some olive oil first before I added this rub on here. And here I have some butter melting down with some minced garlic in the skillet. So I'm going to use this to put my salmon on top of in just 1 second. And over here I have my BowTie pasta boiling. So because my butter is ready, I'll grab my first piece of salmon and lay it face down and just let that fry. Then I'll grab my second piece face down and just let that fry. And I'm only going to do these two at a time, and then I'll do the last one last. While that is cooking top down, I will slice up these pretty vegetables and get ready to prepare my BowTie pasta dish. So I've sliced my onions, my peppers, and a little garlic. I've already taken my salmon out, and if you can pay attention, it's not done. It's just blackened, but the bottom is not done. So what I did was seared it with all of the seasonings. This is just had a lot of flavor on it. But now I will put it in the oven and let it cook. It's not going to take a long time to cook. In the meantime, I'm about to drain my pasta. I got some of that fancy garlic butter that I used for the garlic bread the other day. And I'm going to let this cook down a little in the same pan because it still has the same flavors. And then I'm going to drop these vegetables in there. I'm going to drop some spinach in there. I'm going to drop some mushrooms in there. And I'm going to let them sear a little before I make a cream sauce, okay? Let these veggies cook down some. Smells amazing, y'all. Y'all just don't know this salmon smells amazing. And then I'm going to transfer some of these over into my salmon. Not all of them, but just to keep the flavors in sync. Excuse me, it's hard to do this with one hand. All right, cover this up with some foil and place it in the oven for about, add a couple of mushrooms in the mix. If you don't like mushrooms, omit them. As for me and my house, we eat them. especially with some pasta. And I don't want to overcook my mushrooms at all. So I'm going to let them just get a nice little of this heat. And then I'm going to add some spinach. So my Instagram was hating on me, but this is what it looks like. I'm transferring it to another dish. If you don't like pasta, bon appetit. Eat it just like this. Now she want to come help me. All right, so I melted down some butter in this pan. You don't want it to get too dark because butter will cook really fast. And I have an electric stove, not by choice, but whatever. Add a little olive oil in there because olive oil will cut down the butter's time on cooking too fast. But be careful because olive oil cook fast too. So ultimately, I want this butter to melt all the way down. And excuse me. And I will start my sauce. So heavy whipping cream once it's melted down. And again, I'm not making a lot because it's just me and Ty. So I didn't need a lot. It may have looked like a big pour, but it's not. And I'm going to whip that real quick. And it will look a little dark because we just cooked in this skillet. So that's what we want. All those flavors, all that to mix into this sauce. Once it starts to boil, we're going to get some Parmesan cheese in this camp. Yes, we can grate some fresh Parmesan, but who does that? I'm all about cheat codes. So I'm going to whip this Parmesan cheese in. And just keep whipping it because whipping cream is going to get creamy on its own the more you whip it. So now it's the flavoring part because it's our sauce. So I'm going to add a little more of this. Whip that up a little more. Go ahead and squeeze you fresh lemon in there. Y'all know I love my fresh lemon juice. All right, and then before we get too far with it, we're going to go ahead and add our food back in here. Okay. I added my veggies with my spinach. Now I'm going to add my pasta. And you want to turn it as you go because you don't want it to overcook and get too stiff. So looks really good. I'm going to add pasta. And it's a little pan, so I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to feed it in as I go. So let's not forget we still got these little dry spices, only a pinch. Sprinkle it all around there. We can't forget where we started. Mix that in, add a little cheese, and then I'm going to throw it in the oven just for it to brown a little. Topped it off with a little bit of Italian blend, a little Parmesan, mozzarella, Asiago. Y'all know the little Italian blend. But I don't want to over cheese it because it's not a cheesy dish. But the cheese and melt to make it a little more creamier. I'll drop it in the oven. My salmon and this will come out at the same time. And dinner will be served. And that is out the oven. And let's check out. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that salmon, baby. Yeah, buddy. It's time to eat it. If you could notice, it is all the way done. I guess I can plate this for the spoiled kid of mine and ta-ta. So here is the finished product. Jessica wanted blackened salmon and she has a blackened salmon recipe, okay? If you don't want